Oh, spoon. Like the double left-hander. Yeah, that's called spoon. Yeah, that corner's horrible. I hate that corner. It it is, yeah, but I always understeer so much in the second corner. Anyway, oh, it's a sprint weekend. Oh man, I'm gonna be here for ages. Oh no, that's gonna be awkward. Wait, restart because you got the wrong setup? Isn't that supposed to be on? Wasn't it on last weekend? Yes, use your race setup. Where is my stream? See if it's actually working. I don't have to restart because you have to literally crash out like several. Are you serious? Oh my god, everyone has to leave, man. Really? That's annoying. Alright, well, guess I'll leave too. Bye. That's a shame. Alright, it's so much stream. Did I clip the stream? Just send it. Why is YouTube so stupid? I hate the new UI on all these social media apps like Instagram and YouTube and stuff. It looks stupid. How does he not remember all the settings he needs to do? I was supposed to drive in another league today, but I'm not going to say what it's called so no one can talk to me. But like, um, yeah, basically, I really hate that league. They haven't done a single race yet, but the management in that league is terrible. No one ever talks. There's like 5 people in the check-in. It's like Project One series or something like that. It sucks. I'm signed up as a Ferrari driver, but I really just do not want to race anymore. I think I'm going to leave that league. The only reason I went to join it is because we're doing a partnership with them, but like it's genuinely such a shit league, I can't lie. Oh, at MPL? Oh, I miss those days. The first season of MPL was so cursed. And you fucking drove into the pit wall. Yeah, I don't know how that killed you. Did we used to use simulation damage back then? I swear we used like quite high damage. Yeah, you have to leave and come back because they forgot to turn Park Ferme off. Yeah, that's fine. I'll wake up at 4. I just stay up till 4 and then sleep after. I mean, I've got to go to college, but it's not a big a deal. Actually, every time I do an all-nighter, it kind of sucks, so I might just go to sleep and then wake up. Yeah, I go to college. Yeah. No, not for me. Oh no, I mean like the day after. Like I've got Sunday morning I have to stay up, but then I have to, go back to sleep again for like a different time. So I might fuck with my sleep schedule. Yeah, invite me. Why haven't they invited me? She's streaming right now. Why am I talking about all this stuff on the stream? Hello, Unchosen. Welcome to the stream. Chosen always is my streamers. Actually, yeah, Chosen, do you want to join this league race we're doing? You'd be a good addition to this race. I can invite you if you want, if you can come online. If not, that's fine. I know you tend to not race at this time of day. Also, please, Unchosen, can you race more in F1 and MPL? You have not raced in so long. I might have to give up your seat in like soon because it's gonna get close to inactivity. If Unchosen loses a seat for an activity, I would give the seat to Jan. He's the next in line to get a seat in Imperial. And then probably like Frosty or something. I don't. What in MPL? Are you in MPL? Oh right. I mean, yeah, you can. If, an MPL, if you're a reserve, you can just race whenever because we rarely have a full lobby. The first time we ever had a full lobby was literally last week, and we've done it for like 3 years. So. Yeah, it's crazy. We had 20 people at Australia. It was crazy. That race was insane. I finished 5th because I got fucked over. Yeah, you had rear wing damage. The fact that you finished 6th with rear wing damage is terrifying. I'm genuinely not going to win this championship. There's no way. That's still really bad. Like, that's going to make your downforce was just not there. I could see in the corners you had to go so slow. Yeah. Yeah, but, man, you were still like a rocket in the straight. I couldn't get close to you. Yeah. Really? Damn, I need to start looking for like better setups, because all these setups I have now are really mid. I could do with a better race setup. One with like more straight line speed. We can invite Frosty. And he's probably doing that mini league race, isn't he? Who? Morgan Liu? Morgan Liu is the last person you want in this race. Because Morgan Liu will do nothing but dive on you from 3 tenths back every single time he has an opportunity to do so, and then like crash into you. We're only missing one person. Who is it? Is it Jan? No, okay, who else is there? Oh, there we go. That's everyone. They just have to get in their cars. That's the Williams driver, isn't it? The Europa Sky. I guess not anymore. Okay, we're waiting for Kanzi. Oh yeah, we're waiting for Unchosen as well. He's online. Yeah. Yeah, Kanzi's got Cabrina. I'll invite him as well. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Yeah. You could have genuinely won that race with your strategy if you didn't spin out the far corner. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's the same as like a season 10 NPR race, pretty much. I miss like the F1 games without dirty air because you could actually have really close battles. Just take any seat. They say like either Ferrari or V-Card. I think they said you should go to Ferrari. Oh, he's teammates with Fabian. Okay. Yeah. I'm excited to see what United can do. By the way, Fabian, you know that UTD guy, the GFGF guy? He got an actual seat because CB left MPL, so he replaced him at VCOB. He just didn't like the racing. He got sick of it again. I even know why though, because what did he expect in a race with 20 people when it's like an amateur level league? There's obviously going to be a lot of crashes. He didn't even have that bad of a race. He only finished 7th. Maybe that's what he was mad about. He was just mad that he couldn't beat you because you had ring damage. You're from ring 2. That's crazy. How are you that fast with that much damage? Wait, Dan said he can join, which will be bad because he can actually win. I'm joking. It's starting now, Dan. So I'll invite Dan because he can just fucking race. I don't see why I wouldn't want Dan to join. Yeah, Dan, you can join after the sprint probably, or the sprint quali. It's a sprint weekend by the way, so you can probably join mid-session. Where are you on my friends list? I'll pass you, haven't I? I'll just do that and then. Yeah. Okay. In this league or in MPO? I think my best chance of winning the championship this season is hoping that there's some wet races and that you make mistakes. But even then, I don't think you will. Yeah, you are much better at wet races than you used to be. I still think I'm the quickest driver in the rain, but not by much anymore. In fairness, the only oh yeah, quality I'm really good in the rain. Thing is that like you were really fast in the Austria sprint last season in the rain. I literally could not overtake you. Oh hi Dylan. Someone else. Okay, that's a lot of people then that we've had now. We should have even up to 11 people. Um, yeah, that race was insane. That was one of the best races ever. Yeah, no, I've got like 400 or something stupid because I keep commentating races. I think I think probably about 100 of those I've spent commentating and 300 hours I've spent playing the game. Actually, no, that's probably way more than it is. I think it's probably more like 20 hours at least commentating, but then like the rest of it's like either me like idle on the game or me playing the game. Because I've played this way more. You did? Oh no. Daytime at Qatar for the second race of the season. I'm going to comment it now, actually. So, welcome to Elite Racing League Season 1 Race 2 at Qatar. Last weekend we saw the driver in second, currently United, the new championship leader, driving for Ferrari, winning the race in Hungary in spectacular fashion over Fabian in the V-Carb, who finished in second place, I believe. Um, yeah, also, he did seem to lack pace at the end of that race compared to United. I don't know what happened. Um, damn. Well, nevertheless, looking for a bounce back today. Is that you, Dylan, who's talking? It is, yeah, okay. So why am I time days like this? You guys don't mind? I always feel bad when I'm commentating if I'm talking over someone who's trying to talk to someone else in the play. I don't mind if I do the commentary, like, over people talking, right? Okay. Anyway, into the first corner. This should be one of the first laps. We've got Mystical on the lap currently. We've got United as well on the lap, the championship leader going into this race. We've got Jan as well heading out the final corner now. Hansi's still in the pit lane. It's the only person still in the pit lane currently in the Ferrari. We have 10 people today, slightly more than we had last week, I think. Am I already in the, I don't think you were on the Discord server. Let me invite you. Are you in my... Alright, I've invited you to the Discord, Dan. Purple sector, by the way, for Europe. Doesn't look like I'll be in by anyone, but looking pretty quick in the Williams there. Heading through that middle sector, using some trail braking as he goes through the middle sector now. Through that long right-hander. Look at this track, it looks really weird in the day. I'm not used to seeing it, of course, usually this is a night race. We have 3 drivers on the medium tyres, seems to be the best option at the start of the session, so you can save those softs for later, but Fabian has backed out of his lap, I think. Because he's not enjoying it. He had a purple sector anyway, but there goes the Williams passing now. Should be a lot quicker, yes it is. And United there. Oh no, United would have gone quickest, but he actually hasn't validated his lap, and now he's trying to go into another attempt, but he hasn't got much battery to use. Is he going to pit? Yes, he is. Has he got the battery? So, Mystical there, is he going to do levels? The first driver of Europe is going to manage in the Williams. As he crosses the line, it's a 1 minute 23.3. For the soft tyres, that's nothing too quick, honestly, but still a good benchmark time. And Mystical on the mediums goes only 200ths behind. Dylan Gorner goes fastest on the medium tyres with a 1 minute 23.2. Much better than these cars behind. Jan's lap got invalidated. We're going to see a lot of invalidations today. Fabian now, the 1 minute 44.3. What a lap. That was a Spa pole time, but it was not a pole time in Qatar. There's a cars going off the track in the first corner. Fabian committing to the turn, trying to avoid track limits. It's very difficult at this track when you have to commit to the corners. Very committed there through turn 2. Drifting wide, using the battery off the corner. Looking pretty good lap so far from Fabian. And as he heads now down into the section where it's the easiest part to invalidate on, I'd say, in the entire lap. Be nice and careful. Still flat, looking nice. Purple though through that first sector. This should be a good time. I reckon he can get into the 21s pretty quickly here, even in these dry conditions. So the day, I should say, the day conditions at Qatar. It's more like the evening, if anything, as these cars head through these corners now. As a Williams heading back to the pit lane, I believe that is. And as Fabiano heads through, he was 2.5 tenths up in the first sector. I'm not sure if that was purple or if that was his personal best, but we'll see. Heading down here, it has not invalidated, it has plenty of battery to use in this final sector, which seems to be one of the most crucial things. This is a great lap from Fabian. It's another purple sector, 2 in a row for the V-car driver. Almost spins around there as he gets in the curve, and he does spin around. The car was not compliant through that right-hander, and he goes through the polystyrene board and the 150-meter board, and he's now ruined his lap. What was looking like a great lap, and he's now might even impede this Red Bull behind. I don't think he did. It was very close though. Was that, it was not Jan, it was Dylan Goal. Is he on our lap? And he's going into one, I think. Going for a second run here. The driver on provisional pole currently. Mystical there, heading into a lap himself. Fabian now will probably pit because this is the point he's staying at. Yes, he does pit. And now, United on an out lap on the soft tyres, looking to come back out and try again. Jan heading onto the track. It says an Alpine going past him. Will he get in the way? No, he doesn't. Ramsey there, continues on his way. There's Dan. Hello, Dan. Welcome to Elite Racing League. If you race, you can win because it's Qatar. Oh yeah. There's strict track limits. Yeah, Dan. You can request to join. I invited you. I always forget about that feature. Oh, meanwhile, I'd like to add Dylan Gold on a purple first sector, half a second up. That's a crazy first sector from Dylan Gold there. Looking to get into the 1 minute 21s maybe. He does look pretty quick, so I wouldn't be surprised if he could be a contender for pole position today. He's on the medium tyres, by the way, so very impressive stuff here so far. Has he got the battery though in this last sector to really set a competitive lap time? Hasn't got much battery to use. He's up by 0.666. The devil's on his side through this middle sector. He heads through into the final sector. Now Dan has joined the session. That's good to see. I'm sure Jan will have a thing to say about that, but he does know who Dan is. So, we had to back out there as he heads through the left-hander in the penultimate corner. A bit too committed through there, looked like. Not sure if this is a used tyre rider, probably is. Off the final corner, could have used a little bit more battery if anything, but across the line, so 1 minute 22.5 on the medium tyres. Pretty good lap there from Dylan Gordon, an identical last sector to his previous last sector there. Did not gain or lose any time in his previous attempt through there on those used tyres. So definitely some time in the lap there for Dylan Gordon. But a great lap nonetheless. 8 tenths of grip of Europe is in second place. United is on a lap now on the softs. Is it going to be purple is the question. He heads now towards the second sector line. Yes, we got. Yeah, that was a good lap on used mediums. Purple, as you'd expect that from United. This is his first run, and he's on the soft tyres. So I think. Oh, he's going to validate. No, he didn't. How was that not? He's going to validate there. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Hi. Is that you, Fancy? Hi. Why you're always so excited to see me? It's very cute. Oh no, he spins out the final course. He's going to crash. He is. Into the wall he goes. Oh no, disaster there for United there. The championship leader crashing out and qualifying again to the top two in the championship. Both had incidents so far in the session, and now we see him pitting. Now, actually, he's got a really good lap there in the Ferrari. Would have been quickest by some margin. And now he's got damage on the front wing. Thankfully, it wasn't a high level of damage. Yeah, for real. I hope Conzi joins MPL as a full-time driver at some point, because he's very cool. Same goes for Kimi as well. I think Kimi should be a full-time driver too at some point. Maybe Frost he joins. Oh yeah, we can. I'm excited for that expansion pack. Yeah, that's so stupid. I can't believe that. I mean, in fairness, F1 2020 didn't have like Imola. I don't know, did it have Imola? No, it didn't. Didn't even have like Mugello or Nürburgring. That's true. I don't know why they haven't made it. That's so lazy. They're genuinely the worst developers ever. Wait, I know what they're going to do. It's EA, so they're going to make an add-on for it separate from the game. I guarantee it. I'm calling it now. Kanzi just asked me in the chat. Kanzi just said, do I think Madrid is a good track? No, it looks terrible. It looks fun to drive, but for racing, it'll be absolutely horrendous for racing. Except for league racing, actually. League racing will be fun, but, you know. Yeah. But Jan is on a lap pit currently. He is not improving in the first sector, but he did make a mistake. He's using so much battery though, he's going to have none left by the time he gets to the last sector. This is not good stuff from Jan in this lap. Meanwhile, that silver QT7 on the medium tyres goes second fastest. That was on a fresh air of the purple last sector. Use the battery very nicely there. Goes into second. The other Williams driver doing well so far. Oh, Kimi retires from the session in the pit lane. I'm not sure why that was. And Chosen there's now on the track for the first time in the V-Card. Going ball there, having to lose corners. Bring down. Teaming. Yeah. They're teammates though, right? It's not teaming. That's kind of what being teammates is about. Yeah, that was mega teaming. We should have won that race, but we didn't because John's very good at strategy. No, it would be really funny if me and Harry don't win a single race this season. That'd be so fun. Oh my, what the, how? Hewipis just almost died by himself. He was just turning right and he just started spinning around. He was on his out lap, I think. Or he's going into a lap at least. There's not much time left, but Dylan Gunnar goes into a lap to start his final run. Why is Silver still on the mediums? He pits. He's not even going to do a last attempt. Hewipis does too. He's not even going to try to do another lap. Hewipis there coming to that's mystical on that lap. Jan has spun around on his lap. Oh no, Fabian got invalidated this and that. He's going to start 7th for the sprint race. That's disastrous for Fabian. What can Conti manage on his first and probably only attempt? United as well has invalidated the lap. He hasn't got enough time either. So the championship leader isn't going to manage a lap. He's going to be down in 8th place. This is big for the championship. I know it's only the sprint race, but this is big for the championship here today. But let's see what Conti can do. Will he get pole position away from Dylan Gall, or will Mystical or Dylan Gall manage to extend his lead out in front? Let's have a look. Oh no, Dylan has just exceeded track limits. He was on a great lap. He was 2.5 tenths up in the first sector, and he invalidates the lap. That means it's only down to Mystical and to Conzi, I think it is. They're the only 2 drivers on the lap at the moment. And Chosen's on lap 2 actually, but I think he backed out of it. A big accident for Fabian. Oh my god. I caught that at the last second. He drove into the wall heavily there. United that hasn't got time to do a lap. Conzi. What? What? Conzi just backed out of his lap. So he's never going to set a time. That's unfortunate. Mystical's the only driver still on the lap. He's got a perfect middle sector, but he hasn't got much battery to use. He's 8/10 up on his lap though. It might be enough. He needs to be really careful. As it stands, it's not enough for pole, but he's gonna have a chance if he has enough battery in the last sector to catch that gap back up. He looked pretty committed through there in the left-hander. Slightly more than Dylan Gull, I'd say. But we'll see. I don't think he had enough battery though. Let's find out. Up to the line. It's gonna be so close between these two for pole. 2, 1. If it gets enough. Is it? No, it's so close. It was only... How much is that? It was 22 thousandths of a second between the top two in qualifying. By the skin of his teeth, Dylan Gull gets pole position here in the Red Bull. Crazy. Good job. That was crazy. So close. Mystical was so close to pole position. By the way, Dylan got that lap on the fucking medium tyres, so don't say shit. I think, yeah, you will be done. It's what's it called? Eco Performance though. Oh yeah, Conti did do a lap. He got P5. Interesting. Yeah, you're going to be real quick on the softs, it looks like. I do believe we could see an interesting battle for pole between a few drivers if they lock in when we actually get to qualifying. But Fabian's lap, by the way, still was a 1 minute 44.3. That was his only time in the whole session. 21 seconds off pole position. Crazy. $19. That's okay. That's a bit unrealistic because that's literally 3 seconds quicker. Oh no, it's a day race. Oh fuck. Okay, anyway. So welcome to ERL Season 1 Race 2. If you're just joining us, it is the second race of the season at Qatar. We are here for the sprint race, a track that has some good sprints we've seen. Yes, Dan, we are. I think we're the oldest league that I've been a part of, that we've been a part of. Which is good. We have loads of lore, and I've got all the lore written down, so that's cool. You should be grateful you've got someone like me who's got a stupid brain who's obsessed with numbers and likes to remember things. Anyway, we have 11 people. We have Dan on the back of the field. We have all the quickest drivers, arguably, in terms of the championship fight, right at the back. Let's see how this goes. Last time, away we go. Great stuff in the Ferrari of Conzi. Look how much... Big accident across in the first straight. Is that Dan straight away into the wall? Yes, it is. Oh, what is that into turn 1? Conzi went from 5th to 2nd in the first corner. And he's already got ahead of Mystical into 2nd place. Europeus goes down the order there as well. It's side by side behind them. Between Unchosen and United now heading up the corner. It's 3 wide with Fabian on the outside. That's going to be a dangerous place to try and make a move, but he does not go for it. Crazy. And Dan already out of contention in the start of the race. There's no safety cars in the sprint, so I think that's his race run. So Conzi already right on the back there of Dylan Gull. He's on those soft tyres though. Those are going to degrade super quick. I even think you can get to the end of the race on those tyres, to be honest. We've seen it before. I can say from experience. But anyway, Mystical, that's side by side with Silver. Look how close they are through here. So close. Oh no, is that Unchosen going off the track? He's gone around in the background. Fabian there making contact with his teammate Unchosen there, and they're both now way down the order behind the rest of the field. This is big for United in the championship, pulling away now from Fabian. As it stands, he's going to get picked up only 3 points from this race, if I'm correct, unless the sprint point format is different in this league. Meanwhile, I can see already a lot of drivers exceeding track limits on the first lap. In the sprint race. Is it? Okay, so the top 6 get points. So actually, as it stands, United only get 1 point from being in 6th place. Meanwhile, Conzi does go into the race lead, the only driver on the soft you'd expect, pulling away with the race lead currently. But he needs to be so careful. Those tyres are so delicate at this track. It's 10 laps in the soft. That's incredibly difficult to do that in the race or the sprint. And with Dylan Gull behind him, he's going to have to hope to run away and hope that these cars behind
really do scrap it out for these positions. He's going to go for the move down the inside as Conti saving battery catches him off guard, goes down the inside into the corner. There's contact between the two of them. Conti gets pushed wide off the track, and Dylan retakes the lead of the race straight away from Conti once again. This is a great battle already. Conti has a penalty now for 3 seconds. Having gone off the track, he's got the first 3-second time penalty of the session. Look at this battle for the race lead between these two. Constant battling through every corner, which is allowing Europa surely to close back in, but actually, as it stands, is not really closing that gap. He's struggling to close in on the race leaders.
Let's look at the telemetry here.
Interesting stuff at the start, but all of the field, from first down to 7th, they're in DRS range of each other. But Fabian there slowly trying to close back in on these cars in front. Conti does, though, with that 3-second penalty, already ruining his race, hoping that the cars behind also get those 3-second penalties. Track is scary with strict track limits. He almost went off again there. Look how close Dylan Gaulle is to the back of his car. Is Europa's going to manage to get in that DRS range? It's going to be real close. I think he just about did manage to get in there. It says possible strategies. Why would you pit in a fucking sprint race? I don't see how that's a possible strategy. Or at least a viable one. Across the line, Dylan Gaulle goes across the line and oh, look at that. Top 5 looking real quick down there. Fabian gets the fast lap of the race. He's closing way back into these cars. Conti sends it down the inside. That was aggressive in the first corner. Almost spins around. And he does not make that mistake on the inside of Dylan Gaulle in the first corner. Great racing though between these two at the front. Very aggressive. Off the track goes Opus in 3rd place. Is his teammate going to close in? Now he has the fastest lap of the race, I do believe. No, he doesn't. Fabian does. Fabian stole it off him pretty quickly. He was way quicker than all the cars in front. Oh, Conti again gets 3 seconds. Really not enjoying these strict rules. Let's see how this goes now. A lot of drivers getting warnings, it sounds like. And meanwhile, Silver, the Williams teammate of Europus, is really seeming a lot quicker at the moment than the cars in front. Fabian there, slowly closing back in on these leading cars. And look how close the midfield fight is here between these guys. Mystical is literally tickling the back of Silver's car. Can you go for a move? No, the dirty, you can see, washing the car out wide. He's saving battery through this section. He's actually still pulling away from the Alpine behind. Hunter just needs to stay with the race leader of Dylan Gaulle, who seems to have this race in the bike here in the sprint race. Fabian gets a penalty now. Disaster for Fabian there. Gets the 3 seconds. He probably did not want to have. He's like the final corner now. He's looking really quick. He has got the DRS, so he's back in this pack again. He's losing time because he's not got that substitution that the cars in front have. Here comes United now to the outside of the Alpine and Mystical. Seems to have caught him off guard. Look how many battles there are in this field now. Silver goes to 3rd place. United now gets a 3-second penalty and Mystical stays in front. He's chasing down Europus for 4th place. Silver there trying to stay away from his teammate. And Hansi trying his best on the soft tyres to keep up with Dylan Gaulle. He just seems so much quicker now on those mediums. Already the soft seeming to complain from under his car. So now Fabian continues on his way. Trying to close in on Kimi now, who's going for a move on United now for 6th place. I'm assuming UTD stands for United. I'm just going to call him that. I don't know what his actual name is supposed to be. Dan gets the fast lap of the race with a 1:23.7, way quicker than everybody else. By about almost 7/10 of a second, I'd say, than anyone else. So yeah, Fabian's that was a 24.4, so looking pretty quick as Dan, but it's a little too late for them in this race. At least he gets fastest laps. A small cancellation for an otherwise torrid race for the Dutch driver. Mystical there. With the right-hander in mediums, chasing down Europus in 4th. Meanwhile, Fabian does go past Kimi now, and Kimi had to back out there. Kimi's actually going to lose DRS here almost. No, he doesn't quite. He almost did though. Dan gets another penalty now. No. Here comes Mystical though. He's got a big run now on Europus. Hansi goes down the inside of Dylan Gaulle for the race lead. And he retakes it away now on those soft tyres, which is not good because Silver looks really quick in that Williams. Closing in on the cars in front. He could very well get in this lead fight here. Look at Dylan Gaulle. He's going to go for a move again on the inside of Conti. He goes to the outside. It's going to be very close between this. He's going to go for a switchback. I don't think he will. But look how much grip he has in comparison to the Ferrari driver. Is he going to send it that one? Yes, he will. No. Conti breaks late to defend. That was a good move. But now Silver's right behind, almost spinning around off the corner. Really great battle between these guys. Meanwhile, Fabian now does get past United's championship rival and goes down into 6th place. But he has got that 3-second penalty to cost him in this battle with the cars in front who do not have those penalties. Kimi there on the back of the cars in front. But meanwhile, Dylan Gaulle is literally pushing Kubrina around the corners. Mystical has dropped out of DRS range, crucially, of the cars in front. And once again, Jan gets another penalty now He said he predicted going into this race he could get a podium today. He's currently down in 9th place with multiple penalties. Yeah, I think he's a PSGL. Anyway, goal in second without a penalty is really facing Silva right now. He's looking really quick, and Kimi now gets a penalty. Those midfield drivers, as they squabble, really do push each other off the track, just giving them these penalties and track limits. Only 5 people are yet to get a track limits penalty now. Conti is a sitting duck on the straight. Loses the place to Dylan Gore, loses the place now to Silva, who's going to go for the race lead, I think. Is he going to send it? Oh, it would have been really, really risky if he did. Dylan Gore goes in very deep, trying to go for that move. Conti's on the inside going for a switchback. Doesn't manage to get it. Almost contact. Look how close they are at the top 3. There's contact. He spins almost. Silva had contact from Conti there on the exit of the corner. Now Conti lagging around on my screen at least. And so this actually allowing Mystical to close back in on the leading cars, and Fabian too. So looking very interesting here. He gets another challenge penalty now. Let's have a look how many penalties everyone has. 27 seconds to Dan currently. 6 to Jan and to Kimi. 9 to Cocabrino, and then 3 to Fabian and United Peace, the 2 championship contenders so far this season. But up front, Conti struggling to stay close to Dylan Gore out in front, which is exactly not what Silva wants. He wants to get in this fight against Dylan Gore out front. Dan gets disqualified from the race, as you'd expect. He was just kind of driving around in his own race at the back of the field. Jan gets yet another penalty, and he's losing time to the cars in front. And into the pit lane. Was that Conti? Conti just could not do it anymore. I didn't want to risk popping a tyre. Goes into the pit lane and basically submits his race as over. I don't know why he went onto the softs. That was not a good strategy decision. Silva that is so far behind the car in front of Dylan Gore. And as it stands, Fabian will not finish on the podium or even in the top 6. Where those points are, actually no, he would finish top 6, wouldn't he? He finished in 5th place with Fabian at this stage. But these top 2 cars have not got any track limit penalties here. Interesting. Yeah. Although Fabian right behind Missile gets a penalty now. It's first of the race. It's not good for him. So he just got overtaken there by Fabian in front of him. Zarin's 5th position, just chasing down. Meanwhile, Silva Q is trying his best to close in on Dylan Gore out in front. He's closing about 2/10 this lap so far, but you need a little bit more than that if he wants to really get in this fight for the race lead. With just 3 laps remaining when they cross the line this time by. Fabian is looking real racy here, down in 3rd place. As it stands, would now finish in 4th place in this race. This is his penalty. Because Hiriopis does not have one, neither does his teammate Silva Q out in 2nd place, and Dylan does not have one either in the front of the field. Here comes Fabian now, using all the battery down the straight. Oh, that was very late defending from Silva Q there. That was dangerous driving from the Williams driver there. Meanwhile, United has gone now past down the inside of Hiriopis for 5th place on track at least. Will he wrap back around the outside? They're still alongside each other. Down the inside goes Hiriopis and the Williams, goes back past and retakes 5th place on track. Good stuff there from him. This is costing heaps of time now to Fabian, who he's hoping to stay within 3 seconds of. At this stage, is actually not within that 3-second range. So Hiriopis now will not finish this. That means that at this stage, Fabian will finish in P3 now in this race. So Fabian is slowly climbing the ranks here, looking like one of the quickest drivers in this race. Could actually win the race on track still, I reckon. He has the pace to do so. Look, there's no disrespect to you. Have you seen how fast Fabian is? You need to just wait 2 laps. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, Fabian though continuing on his way. You have to take it so personally, bro. Jesus. All right. Nevertheless, Fabian is closing in on Dylan Gore, but not by as much as he probably would have wanted to. Down the straight they go, with 2 laps remaining now across the line. Dylan Gore without any penalties. Meanwhile, Kimi has made a mistake down in the final corner. Is he been pushed off or something? That was a weird place to go off the track, but he's definitely been pushed off, I think. United now gets flown past by United into 2nd, as he goes into 5th place. That's crazy. He's chasing down Mystical now, who's gone way off the pace all of a sudden in the Alpine now. Has no pace to give. Silva is outside of the DRS range of Fabian now, who's still trying to chase down Dylan Gall out in front. Driving a nice, calm and collected race. Definitely looks like a contender to win later today in the race. Definitely go for pole as well, so we'll see. Getting down to the middle sector. The gap is still pretty even, to be fair. Oh, I don't mind, he just had a pretty corner there. Fabian there slowly reeling him in still. Inside. So we have one disqualification from this race. That was down. Meanwhile, look how wide Mystical's going. United there in the Ferrari, looking really quick now in 5th place on track. Chasing down the Alpine driver where he can. Chasing very deep there at the left-hander. Needs to avoid getting another penalty. He already has 3 seconds. So if he can pass Mystical, that's a place on track for position. He needs that in the championship too because of Fabian. Fabian has gained a huge amount of time on Dylan Gall out in front on this lap. Fabian continues on his way now, using the battery down the straight, so too we're going to go. So now if he closes within that 1 second range, does Fabian is definitely not over this race, out in front, at least on track. Of course, the 3 seconds is making a big difference, but if Fabian can pile the pressure on, you never know what might happen. Meanwhile, United does go past Mystical now, and does take what will be, in essence, 4th place in this race. And if he can pull away from Kyrgios, that is. Meanwhile, yellow flags are out as Kimi's gone off again, it looks like, goes into the pit lane. But Fabian continues on his way, chasing down the race leader of Dylan Gall, who will, at this rate, easily win the race. Nothing to worry about. Fabian continues on his way, chasing down Dylan Gall. Here comes Europis now. Mystical's gone wide. He's been pushed away there by the Williams driver. Not sure what happened with those two, but some incidents definitely being made there. Fabian chasing down Dylan Gall, but at this rate, maybe, no odds made. But this actually could help Fabian pull away from Silva in 3rd place. Silva's not careful. Oh no! Fabian gets another 3 seconds! And that ruins his race even more. He might actually lose 2 places. It wouldn't make any difference. He's still going to finish 3rd. But there it is. Fabian will finish in 3rd place behind Silva. Still a good performance from Fabian. United there finishes behind Europis now. 10 seconds was that I saw. Still gets 7. I mean, Fabian had to push because he was like, what, 7th at one point? He overtook every single car in the field. Except for you, Dan, because it's kind of hard to overtake someone who's last. Oh, there goes Unchosen across the line at 98th place there. No points for Fabian's teammate. But the top 6, the point scorers, Dylan Gall wins the sprint race from Fabian. So it'll be Silva in 2nd, Fabian in 3rd, Europis in 4th, United in 5th, and then Mystical in 6th. Rounding out the points, but then Jan just outside of that, only 7 tenths behind Mystical in the end. Because of the penalties, and Chosen gets 8th place. Nice to Clumsy, and here comes Kimi now after a disastrous race in the sprint. Comes across and crashes into the pit entry wall to end his race. So it was a puncture for Mystical that caused that incident. And Jon getting hard carried by Dylan in this championship. But, well. Yeah, you should. Because I don't know why he genuinely thinks he's like an esports level driver. Why did I start on softy, not driver? That's what I'm saying. I did a sprint race on soft, I finished like, what was it, 5th? Because it sucks. There's no... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's a day race. It looks really ugly. I was going to ask the same thing. Yeah, I've done like a fair few attempts at short quality on Jeddah and also at Suzuka. By the way, Dan, your cook in Suzuka quality, I found something diabolical. Yeah, you would believe the lap times I can get. It's ridiculous. But anyway. Apparently. Anyway, welcome to ERL Season 1 Race 2 at Qatar. We are here for the second race. We've just had a sprint, Dylan Gore won the sprint race. Let's time for the race. Let's get to race quality here today. We have 11 drivers now. We started with 8 going into the session. Now it's 11. Looking pretty stacked up now. So, Fabian. Now, the one behind is Unchosen. Yeah. Chosen's the guy from MPL invite. So we have technically quite a lot of MPL drivers in this field. If United, we have I guess Konzi's racing MPL, Kimi has, Chosen has, I have, Dan has, Jan has too. So that's like what, 8 people, 7 people I think it is, 7. I don't know. So excited. The only people that have never raced MPL in this lobby are Mystical, Huricus, Dylan Gore, and who else is there? Silver Q, I think. Anyway, there goes Mystical, showing around the lap. United there going through the first corner of the middle sector, I should say. I think it's on a lap actually. Let's see what he can manage on his first attempt. Forward the Ferrari driver now, the championship leader going into this race. I think he is still the championship leader after that last race, despite a disastrous sprint, where he just could not manage to close that gap in on Fabio. He looked a lot slower in that race after a pretty good win in Hungary. Meanwhile, yellow flags are out. It's a purple sector from United, but yellow flags are out for the Alpine. I hope he avoids these curves. Very committed there from the Ferrari driver. It's looking a pretty good lap, actually. Don't go wide, he's gonna... Oh, yeah, he validated. No, it was such a good lap, and he goes way too committed with the left-hander in the penultimate corner, and that cost him dearly. You may as well see what the lap would have been. No, he's gonna pit, never mind. Oh, that looked like it could have been a 121, genuinely, on his first attempt. But unfortunately, United could not finish the lap. Once again, invalidating in the last sector. It's such an easy place to invalidate, it's so annoying. Especially if you're a controller player like myself. Mystical. On a lap. Dan does not get invalidated there. And across the line, Kimi goes at 123.5 on the soft tyres on his first run. Not bad. Fabian immediately beats the 122.2. Very good lap there from him on his first attempt. That's only a bank lap. They run out of deployment, they're just down. And he gets a 122.5. Yeah. Dylan Gore goes third with a 120.9, so Fabian with a great lap still. Used too much battery in the middle sector, not enough on the first sector, it sounds like. What he said. And Dan doesn't validate his in lap, so maybe this is a cooldown lap. I think he hasn't got enough fuel still another run though. Kimi there in fourth. The 123.5 waiting to do lap. Let's see what Mystical can do. He's on a lap currently. Hasn't got much battery to use heading through the final couple of corners. There goes Jan into 5th place with 123.8, only 3 tenths behind. Unzi goes third fastest now with a 122.9. Mystical only down in 6th place, 123.6. But still, it's early in the session. We'll see what these drivers can manage as the session goes on. Silver goes second fastest with a 122.4. Great banker lap from the Williams driver. He looks like the driver who has the battery deployment down perfectly here in qualifying so far. We saw it in the sprint quality as well. I've noticed this battery usage is really good. Really does give him a lot of lap time, get some high up the order for the race. but the race pace is still very good for him. So look out for him in the race when it comes to the feature race that we have later. Fancy there. Was that an invalidation? Or was that? Oh, I think Dylan Gold there was almost hit by Fabian. Luckily, he wasn't on a lap, but still very close to contact between them in that last sector there. Almost a crash there as they were going for the last sector, it sounds like, between the two of them. Two rivals as of the sprint race. We'll see if they have the same rivalry in the race, but already a second attempt coming here from Dylan Gold on these used soft tyres. See what he can manage. Turn one, nice trail breakthrough there. That's in the car nicely. What's that in the back of the field? I think I'm chosen to that was 1 minute 23.7. Puts him on the board in 8th place ahead of Jan. Looking pretty competitive actually. We've got like 2 brackets of drivers, I'd say. The top 5 and the bottom 5 drivers who have set times so far look to be in sort of their own little bubbles of lap time. There's quite a big gap between 5th and 6th, that's 6 tenths between them. But the gap between 1st and 5th is only 7 tenths. Purple Fuzz did well. First sector there from Dylan Gould. He's almost half a second up already. Okay, all my YouTube chats have decided to just come on now for some reason. My stream, we can make sure it's there. But he's on a decent lap, as long as it's valid, this could be very good. You can see the racing line there for him. That's the corner I struggle with the most. It's that left hander, I hate that corner. But through the last sector, it's a really good lap. Almost 8 tenths up here for Dylan Gould. As it stands, would be almost in the 121 if he can use the battery the right way in the last sector here. Looking pretty quick from the Red Bull driver. Let's go for pole position now on these fresh soft tyres. Well, not really, these are used softs actually. Heading through the final corner now. What can he manage? Battery at the very end of the lap. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be a 121? It looks like it will. It's a 121.8. Great lap. 4 tenths up on Fabio. So, Dylan Gould is the real deal here at Qatar. Fabio now, let's see what he can manage. No, he goes to the pit lane. Silver Q. It's done. Fabio validated. Dan there on his outlap, looking to get into the session again. We've seen Dan do low 121s in short quality before. That is without strict rules, however, so we can do with strict rules. Your pace is fine, Fabio. It's just your consistency at keeping at that pace is the problem. If you had more consistency with being as fast as you can be, then you would definitely be one of the quickest drivers in qualifying. Yeah, that is something that Dan has gotten a lot better at, for example. You know, actually, medium tire run, by the way, for Hewitt, which puts him on a 123.0. That's a great lap from him on the mediums. Could very well get in the low 22s on the softs, because it's a big difference. 2 laps, that's what Dan's been doing. See if Dan does a lap now. He's going into one. No, what? Huh? Dan doing the same. 2 laps for Dan, I think. Might cost him some tyre life at a track like this. His teammate Kimi's coming up on him now on the lap, so he's got to be careful. It's turn 1. Always way too committed through turn 1. That's going to cost time on the exit, but pretty decent still. Getting the car straight away off the corner. It looks pretty clean from Kimi so far. It's pretty good first sets for Kimi there, almost 2 tenths up. This is a fresh set of softs he's using. That is basically. Don't forget, well, there's also Red Bull, but you know, Sauber was sponsored by Red Bull there. Red Bull's the equivalent of what was before Jaguar Stewart? What was before Stewart? I don't remember. Well, Stewart was a replacement of a team. Might have been, yeah. This is a great lap from Kimi so far, actually. Oh, god damn it. Why does Discord do this to me? Anyway. So, let's see. You can join Dan's game. Yeah, and I'm in this fucking game. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Can Jan get a 1 minute 20.3? No, he can't because he's not Jan. I know what minute. 123.0. There's 4 people. And I'm saying 4 people in the 123.0 bracket. Kimi, Europus, Mystical, and Jan all in the 123.0s with only 700s between 4 people in that midfield fight. And if you look a bit further up, Kanzi's only a 10th in front of those people, so very, very close in the battle for 5th in qualifying. Then a big leap from 5th up to 4th with a 4/10 gap. So, Dan meanwhile is on a lap in the McLaren. See if he can manage it. Nice and committed, that gets the power nicely off the corner, very smooth. Dan is known to be quick at Qatar. It's a good lap from Dan actually. If he has enough battery, he could very well still get pole position. Fabian now, Kimi retires again like he did in sprint quality, a little bit squiggly off the final corner there from Dan. What's he going to be there for him? This is a great lap from Dan. It's the fastest 1 minute 21.7. Great lap from Dan. And that is what we want to see. A used tower run there for Dan. So on the used tires at 121.7, that's a great lap from Dan. That's still a good lap. Okay, Kanzi, I'll be honest, this is not my best track. Giving you tips, I'm not going to be very much used to you, and especially as a controller player. All I'll say, this track is all about momentum. You want to kind of swing the car into the corners and turn as little as possible. Don't be afraid to go flat out through the final sector, and I guess just use higher gears for the better traction on the lower speed corners. And also just go on the throttle as aggressively as you can. And yeah, you should just fully send it, because you always do that in the last run. It's worth the risk. And Jan has finally come to the realization that he's slow. Very sad times. Yeah. United has done a 1 minute 22.6, putting him 5th fastest ahead of his teammate Kanzi, who is still in the pit lane with 4 minutes to go in the session. Silver there, looking to go into another lap. Not using any battery though. Chosen there on a lap in 11th place, looking to get back in this fight. He's quite a way back from the rest of the field actually. But it's actually pretty competitive. 1.3 seconds between the top 10 is not bad. Why is Jan just put on the medium tyres? And Chosen there is 2.5 tenths up. I mean, it's true. Oh, and Chosen, and how on earth was that not on a validation? That's crazy work. He just went completely off the track. Wait, 22? Almost. Still in 11th fastest, 2 tenths off of Jan, but still a decent lap there, and he crashes out of the session. I think he's not happy about that. Chosen has had a massive crash in the first corner. Yeah, I can do it too. That would be me. So there's a decent battle for pole. I would say there's a few drivers who can get pole. I think United shouldn't be discounted either because he hasn't really had a good chance to do a clean lap yet. We'll see what he can manage. His 122.6 definitely was not as quick as I can tell he can do. See what he can do. Yeah, I reckon he can get into top 3 if he really cooks up, but we'll see. United, though, already is down in the first sector, but not by much, so it's a chance for him to close back into these leading cars. Silva's on his outlap. Fabian is going into a lap now after having invalidated his previous temperature. 1 minute, 21 seconds left. This track is very bumpy on that main straight. Sometimes you get slowed down by the bumps. There's a car stopped on the track outside the first. Was that Jan? No, it's not. Who is that? Is that a V-car been chosen? It is. Moving out of Fabian's way. Jan is on a lap currently. He is down the first set, then he's used a lot of battery. I genuinely think if Jan just chilled out and used less battery, he would be a lot quicker. But he just doesn't understand that, I guess. Oh no, I just saw United once again has invalidated his lap. He really does not like the strict rules in the session. And that's cost him a chance to go for a top 3 maybe in qualifying. It was a decent lap for him so far. Will he crash? I think he ran out of fuel as well. Silva's on a lap here. Not is he? No, he's not improving in the first sector, but very few people from what I can see. Fabian is actually up by a tenth in the first sector. Fabian, so that's some shows moving out the way on the gravel. Jan there, right behind Dan as Jan comes into his final attempt. Jan will probably not be very happy about that. He's going to complain, I wouldn't be surprised. But will he improve even? We'll give him a little bit of a toe to be fair. He does not improve, he is down by a tenth of a second. It's unfortunate for Jan. Mystical's in a lap now on the 123 zeros. Let's see if he can manage the qualifying. Europa's also on a lap, but not using the whole track, or width of the track to get himself time. Hansi there is a tenth and a half up at the purple first sector there for him. Fabian goes fastest by a hundredth of a second with a 1 minute 21.7. Great lap from Fabian when it counted. Only 100th up and down though, so not much to gain for these cars behind. Dylan Gould's got 200s up in the first sector. What can he manage in the middle sector? Let's watch the split time. It is 300s up. It's going to be so close in this battle for pole. Dan has a purple first sector. It's 2.5 tenths up from him. Great first sector from Dan. And also, Hansi was looking quick in the first sector. It's a 4-way battle for pole here, it looks like. Has Kanzi used up all his stuff though, is the question. No, he's gone very wide. Oh, he's just lagging, I think. Can't tell. His lag is so bad. Kanzi's lag is terrible. What's wrong with Kanzi's internet? It's so bad. .5. Can Dan get pole position as the car is coming up on here? The Williams in front. I think if Dan just keeps it on the road, this should be pole position for him. Dylan Gould did not improve on his lap. He's going to stay in P3. What can Dan manage at the end of the session? This should be it for Dan. I think this is pole position for the McLaren driver. Across the line he comes. It's going to be a 1 minute 21.4. What a lap! Amazing lap from Dan. 3 tenths of drift from Fabian in second place. Amazing lap from him. Silva goes in fourth. Hansi's in fifth place. And Dan continues his status as the GOAT of Qatar. What a beastly lap that was. And Chosen goes in 11th place. Mystical ends in 9th. He lost out there to United. And Chiopis goes to 6th at the end. Hansi narrowly missed out on 4th place away from the Williams driver, who's going to be in a very heated fight there between them. It could have been P4. P5 is not too bad for Kanzi there. He's still in the top half of the field. It's good to get out of that midfield scrap. Uh, 121.0. Yeah, you definitely can. I'm going to try and practice it like last season. I'll actually practice, so I think I can get a low 21. Qatar's on the calendar at the end of the season, yeah. Really? Oh. Seems plausible. Dan, you're going to need to lock in to not get track limits, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, Dan gets pole position from Fabian and then Dylan Gould. Why? Is that really why we're restarting? That's just a stupid reason. It's not even that dark. Oh, he left the session. So am I supposed to leave too again? Yeah, I don't know why. Just press the retire button. By the way, they're turning off strict rules for the race. That's quite funny. I mean, yeah, I mean, the way I see it, I don't think it's very interesting for racing if it's strict corner cutting, because then if one driver just gets aggressive, pushes someone off track, in the heat of the moment, they've got track limit penalties because of it. Versus if you have on regular corner cutting strictness, they still can't like cut the corner excessively every single lap. It's just a little bit, and if they get pushed off, they don't get any stupid track limit penalty. It doesn't ruin the race. I just think it's like, look at the early 2000s with peak F1. That was like less cowardly driving. They would like go balls to the wall every single race. You know what I mean? That's more fun to watch than like people trundling and being scared of the track limits, especially at a track like Qatar, which is really fast. You know what I mean? Yeah. It depends where you want to set the bar. I mean, if you want to be like an actual esports driver, that's definitely the best way to learn. But if you want to do it at this level, it's more fun to drive without strict rules, in my opinion. I can't because I haven't also not been setting info. Jan seriously needs to get shit together. This is not the best hosting. He's making Morgan Lou start to look a little decent. Mine's actually working well for once. I already hit him, man. Just gonna invite Kimmy. Yeah, where are you? Showtime.
Like, they even act like you didn't do that every single day of your life for like 4 years when I knew you. I know! It'd be funny if any of you get track limits now with the with the regular corner going treatment. Yeah. Most notably in Qatar Season 11, Dan. Dan, I think you remember that race very well. Oh, I'm stupid. It was fucking John. He pulled away 3 seconds. That's actually even worse, Dan. You lost to someone who got a penalty. I am Pumpkinhead. Oh no. I think I did add you at one point when we were both in the same league race. Oh. Yeah, it was 5 lappers, I remember now. I remember that, oh my god. That's what I did to you then. That's funny. I invited him. Who hasn't joined yet? Oh, Kimmy has joined. Who I know chose is just refusing to race now. Ignore Unchosen. I think that's everyone besides one person. Who hasn't joined yet? It's you can go to VCAR with Dan. I mean with Fabian, I should say. I don't know who that is. Yeah, Silver's pretty good. Also, Coco Bruno is pretty good too. When he locks in. He randomly has really good race pace sometimes, so I think he should be one to watch. It's giving 69 a bad name. They're not? That's me. Oh, okay. I love violating this fucking yarn guy.
He thinks he's a PSGL driver. It's so funny. Who are we missing? I swear there's someone else we're missing, right? We had 11 people, now we have 9. Who the fuck else left? I know Unchosen left. Someone else left. Yeah, please find who it was. I swear it was, what's his name? It was Mystical. Where's Mystical gone? The days we race, Saturday and Sunday? That's what your question was? Yeah, we do races on both days. Yeah, if Dylan was in MPL, that'd be sick, because you have another front runner, and we need more front runners, because it's more fun. Devas and I spoke about it, he said it's fine to keep it as it is. Why is Jan not driving his own car? Get in the Red Bull. Yeah, F2. I think both races are at 5 PM UK time now. Oh, let me check. Hold on. I can get the calendar real quick. F2 calendar. Let me find it. There it is. Okay, we're going to be racing this weekend. Abu Dhabi and Jeddah. That is horrendous. Goddamn. Yeah, same. Actually, because John and Dervas, the two drivers contending for the championship last season, are both not racing this weekend, so I can actually get the championship lead by even more. You can probably win if you luck in. I'm pretty shit at Jeddah enough. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm pretty good at Jeddah enough too, but. Why is no one else joining? It was horrendous. You know what though? F2 MPL was actually fun. It was only not fun when I had damage and I was in the middle of the pack. The F2 with damage on controller especially is fucking horrible. No pace. See, on a wheel, if you have damage, you can just turn more. But like, I can't do that on a fucking controller because it's set to a certain amount. Yeah, you're really good at F2. It's the case for most people. Like, if you're not as the best at F1 in comparison to F2, usually people are way quicker on F2 for some reason. Look at Unchosen. Like, Unchosen's... Who are? You just suck at F1. Unchosen is, like, slower than you, and he's, like, really good at F2. So it's just, like, it's... I think for some reason, people just get better at F2. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah. Why? I got a timeout for leaking his face in the league. That's so funny. That's what he just said to me in the chat. I feel bad for whoever that was, because forgetting yourself is terrible. Oh no, Shemk says he just got here. I don't think he's going to join anyway. Here we go. Welcome to ERL Season 1 Race 2 at Qatar. We are here for the second race of the season. We've had the sprint, we've had the sprint quality, we've had the qualifying. Dan got pole position, as you'd expect in Qatar. He is now going to go for his first win in the league in his only first race in the series. No formation lap. We're going to go straight into it. Why two V-carbs on the front row? Oh yeah, because that's Dan and Fabian. Anyway, lights out and away we go for 29 laps, 50% race here at Qatar. We are missing Mystical and Unchosen. They will not be racing today. But it's a great start there from these cars. Dylan Gore had a terrible start to this race in comparison to these other cars. Contact behind United. They're sent down the inside of the Williams. There's going to be contact in the midfield, I think. Into the polystyrene board there goes Opus on the inside of Cocobrino now, who had a pretty hectic start there. He's now alongside Dylan Gore in the battle for 5th place. They're side by side off the corner. I don't think he realised he was there. A little bit of contact again. He's going to send it down the inside. Will he go for the switchback? He thought about it, but he's not close enough to try it. Fabian, meanwhile, needs to get past Dan early in the race to give himself the best chance of winning the race against Dan, who's really good at defending here at Qatar. Silver there. Seems on his way. And now in 3rd place, it's right behind, but Europe is on the medium tyres trying to make something happen early in the race, but everyone else starting on the hards. This could be interesting to see how the strategy works with this one driver trying something different. Cocobrino there chasing them down now in 5th place, trying to get back into the field. Dylan not happy with his racecraft. United there in 7th place. The championship leader heading into this race, they're way down in 7th. Dylan Gore already gets 3 seconds. I think that's because he got pushed off the track. We'll see how that goes. Oh, how so many people got penalties? Kimmy does now, so does Jan. Multiple drivers getting penalties here today. And Silver in 3rd, that's crucial. He didn't get a penalty for much of the race in the sprint, and now he does have a penalty when there's not strict rule. It doesn't make any sense. Here comes Fabian on Dan. Will he go for the move on the outside line? Oh, it's still strict? Okay, so strict rules, never mind. Strict rules here at Qatar. Not good for Dan there. A warning already for him. So it's going to require some drivers to lock in today. Williams drivers behind, looking pretty quick too. Strict, yeah, so I'm saying because strict track limits at Qatar is terrible. Battle once again, I've seen Dylan Gore and Cocobrino now. Contact them off the track. Oh, he's going to spin, is he? Almost hit his teammate. Here comes United. What's he doing? He just sent the corner. And Cocobrino is not happy about that with Dylan Gore there. He's now down in last place. Dylan Gore there, right behind United now in the battle for 5th place, but they're way behind the front of the field. But look how close to Fabian pushing down around the corners. And he's now got Silver on his case on the inside. They're side by side through the middle sector now. Konzi gets a 3-second penalty again. We're watching on board with Europe is now watching this fight for 2nd place. Is Fabian close enough to make a move on down on the straight coming up? The flags are out again as Konzi's going off once again. Into the wall, he's out. Is that going to be a safety car? It is. A virtual safety car. And Shem's Pookie Bear Konzi is out of the race. Oh, contact! Is that Dylan Gore driving into United in the back of the field? What is going on? Fabian had an illegal overtake. Fabian had an illegal overtake and then got the place back. Very strange. But yeah, Dylan has to pit now. He's got front wing damage. I think he hit the back of United's car during the VSC when he slowed down. And Dylan Gore's race get from bad to worse. Not happy about that, but Jan there in 7th place with a lot of penalties. Oh, Dylan Gore's on the soft tyres. He's going to try something different, I suppose, while he can. That means he's going to struggle to get to the end. He wasn't going to anyway, but he's going to have to trap those hards back on at some point. And, oh no, United gets a drive-through penalty now. Fancy race pitting way too early in this video for real. Here comes Fabian though, chasing down Dan. Fabian looks a lot more racy this time than he did in the PL. Dan, you had a 6-second lead because of Delta not allowing, or because Fabian's had the illegal overtake, you can still catch back up to with the Delta. But anyway, Fabian there, right behind Dan. Doing what he can to defend in this race. Fabian going wide though, off the track, that could be a warning for him. Dirty out, not going well. This could be a penalty for Fabian very soon. He's gone off the track a few times now. Fabian there, right behind Dan, using tactics to get himself out in front, using the battery where he can. Definitely worth burning batteries to make a move at this stage. Masterclass from Dylan apparently coming up. Here comes Fabian around the outside on Dan though. The battle for the race lead. Dan spins around at the race lead! And that is not what I expected. Dan spins out of the race lead as he's being overtaken by Fabian, and he's now down in 4th place. I'm not happy about that. I think the first sector, but now Silver's closing back in, I think. No, he's not, never mind. Well, this race just got a lot less interesting very quickly. Oh, why does it say that? Fabian now gets the 3-second penalty. That means Europus is now the net race leader, with Dan in the net P2. Interesting. Dylan is convinced he can make a comeback in this race. Of course, very long way to go. Another safety car will put him right back in the mix again in this race. And there goes down with 3 seconds. Yeah, 3%. A controller player would have saved that down, like me, Option. Europus is probably laughing right now because he has not got 3 seconds and he's just chilling out in 3rd place. But he has. What a strange race this is. Everyone has a penalty except for Europus, but he's the only driver on the medium tyres currently. Trying an alternate strategy today. His teammate just went very wide in turn 1. Europus unable to capitalise from that, but Dan looking very quick here in 4th place, looking to get back in that lead fight where he can. Fabian not necessarily pulling away too much from Silver in 2nd place, but he is definitely looking quick. Dan struggling with the 38th. Thought about move, but obviously nowhere near close enough to try it. Dylan Gore gets another penalty now. 3 seconds. United there chasing down Dan, trying to get within. Here's DRS now, the championship leader heading into this race. As it stands, Fabian would take the championship lead by a huge margin over the Ferrari driver. Put me there in 6th, chasing down United in front. There is Moneymaker and Dylan Gore. By the way, we didn't even wait for that dude to join the session, the Tampon Tyrone guy. Oh my god, Kunzi had a massive crash out in the chat, holy shit. I did not see that until now. Oh, Silver coming in, and so is United, which just served the drive-through penalty, and I think Silver pitting early in this race, not sure why. Dan is side by side there with Europus for 2nd. Couldn't quite make the move. Was compromising his line, but didn't really do much to help him because now he's still losing time to Fabian now, which is more important for the race. I don't know what he's doing. It's a strange incident. Dylan Gore gets the fastest lap on the soft tyres. Why do you need battery for a headset? Is it wireless? Oh my god, I just realised something. Please tell me that's true. Hold on a minute. Am I stupid? I need to check. If this is true, I'm going to be the dumbest person in the human history. I just realised I could probably plug in my headset into my PlayStation itself. Well, I can actually talk with my headset. I'm not using a headset right now. I'm using the PS5 controller microphone. What's up? You do gain a lot on the cars in front. Meanwhile, actually, Jan's fighting with United for 6th place. I'm not sure if... well, United did just serve a drive-through, but Jan's looking pretty quick, actually. Back to the Ferrari driver in the front. It must be quite scary fighting the Red Bull driver, Giano, up there behind him. And of course, an 8-time PSGL champion. It was like, oh, what on earth was that? Jan, I'm not joking, just locked up mid-corner when he was trying to get on the throttle and just drove into the wall. Where's it going? And you're on the softs, to be fair, and also Jan isn't very good, so it's not a very fair comparison. Anyway, Fabian continues on. Dan hoping to close in Fabian. Dan is actually pulling Q-Opus along, which is good for his race. Kanzi's just joined the Discord chat. Q-Opus there, continuing on his way behind, only a second behind Dan in 2nd place. He's actually lost DRS to him now. United's now closing on Silver in front of him. Jan might have to wait a bit till joining PSGL, says Trent. I agree. Jan is a bit over his head because he's PSGL driver, but I hope he does get into PSGL just to see how he would do against the PSGL driver. I think it would be quite interesting. He'd be like Mahaver or Gunnathan. Dan, meanwhile, trying as much as he can to close in on Fabian in front. I don't think he's going to very much, to be honest, we'll see. But it's early in the race, still safety cars, and we could see more track limit penalties for these drivers out in front. It's a shame that Dan did spin it when he did. That was very strange, he's not used to that happening. Yep. United they're right behind Silver in about 5th place on track, but United of course does not have a penalty unlike Silver in 5th place, and it's looking very interesting between these two guys. Another penalty now for Dylan Goal. He's got quite a few now, he's got 12 seconds as he's pushing along, trying to close back in on these cars in front. Into the pit lane comes Kimi now. Oh, was that a spin? For Dylan Goal out of 8th place. I remember watching that actually. I saw you sent a video of it, I think. Yeah, I remember that because you were in 2nd place and then you crashed, and then the V Cups got a double podium. Neither was I actually. I didn't commentate that race. I missed it. Yeah, I didn't even know, I don't think. That's why commentators just do a half-assed job in these league races. It's really depressing. I mean, I'm kind of doing that right now. I'm kind of just talking to people in the chat instead of actually commentating, but that's because no one's really watching the stream anyway. Yeah, there's one battle on track right now. Dylan Goal now comes out the pit lane right next to Fabian. That is Fabian. And the blue flags, he has to let him pass. Dan there in 2nd place, trying his best to close on Fabian now. But the gap has gone up by a second. Let's see what United can do here on Silver down the straight. Has he got the battery to make a move on him? I think he does. Down the inside, it's going to be a clean pass into 4th place, goes United now. And without any track limit penalties, he's actually, well, he's in a net P4 anyway, but still a clear move, and he's got 3 seconds clear of the Williams driver behind. The championship leader looking to close back up. Yes, he may as well done. I mean, there is no fight for you in this championship. You are easily winning this championship. Probably not. Oh yeah, it got reset, didn't it? So you definitely have 2 sets of medium. And here comes Dan now. Now Silver's still right behind United actually in this battle for P4 on track. The only battle on the track currently between these two. I would know from Australia, ha ha ha. Anyway, God, I hate Riley. Riley fucked my race, man. Well, I kind of fucked it myself to be fair, I had 3 seconds, but still. Dan, did you watch the race I commentated yesterday? That is exactly why we have ghosting. Or why I think leagues should have ghosting, because when you have a single dirty driver having a mental breakdown and taking out the race leader, I think you can see why you do that. Darius literally killed 4 people in that race. Yeah, I've been watching Fabian's onboard this whole time. We've seen on the stream. We're waiting for Silver and United to fight each other for 4th place. I just watched him run past my house. That's quite scary. Anyway. And Fabian there. I don't know. They seem quite suspicious. They're doing like a dastardly little run. It's quite funny. And Fabian now does go past the lapped car of Dylan Gore, who's now just kind of driving behind him. Meanwhile, Hiopas now pitched from 2nd place, looking to make something happen there. He lost so much time to Fabian there towards the end of his medium tyre stint, but he's definitely doing a 1-stop. Is Hiopas? I don't think he got a puncture there. Oh, actually, I think he did. Never mind. That's crazy. He got a puncture after 11 laps on the medium. That's insane. Terrible tyre wear for the Williams driver. Oh yeah, the battle continues between Silver United and West Milan. Jan gets yet another penalty. How many does he have now? He has 12 seconds. Crazy. Another ball penalty for Kimi now. He's on the soft side. He's pushing along, trying to close in on down in front. But on these older softs, I don't think he will. Kimi is struggling at the moment to make the time. But Dan on the clever first sector, closing in. At this point, I'm the most loyal and the only fan here. I'm the only one listening. What's that song? Anyway, Dan in 4th place, right behind Silver and United. Fabian now using teamwork with Dylan Gold to pull away from the field. This is going to give Fabian an easy race win at this rate, even with the penalty, because he can just drive away with the DRS that Dylan Gold is giving him. Because I think Fabian can afford to just save battery and give you the position and then get the DRS off you. SB joined right as I wrote that. Who's SB? So you mean CB or who? Someone just on my stream? I don't even know. Meanwhile, look at this battle for P2 on track between Silver and United. To the outside goes Silver now. He's going to wrap around the outside. He goes in way too deep. But I think he still has the way to get the overlap. He does get the move to stick. He comes down the inside now on the inside of the corner. And he fucking left when I read the message. Oh, man. How can you see who joined the YouTube live stream, Shank? I didn't know you could do that. Did he say something? I couldn't tell. And Dan there, right behind Silver now in the battle for P2. Of course, Silver has not pitted yet. Dan needs to overtake him here to make this race work for him. The strategy is very aggressive. Dan definitely could have done something. Oh, he almost hit him. That could have been a spin for Dan there. It's running him a Spain, I think. Oh, God, that's so aggressive. He did get pushed a bit wide there by Silver. Is he going to go for it again? He's using too much battery in this fight, though. And this is costing the time. Here comes United now, closing in on Dan once again. Saw 2 people here from him, but maybe I glitched because I rejoined after talking Discord. Nah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Dan is losing heaps of time to Fabian, who at this rate would easily get out in front if he did pit now. He was going to anyway. Dan really needs to make something happen here on this lap, or he's going to be cooked in this race. With the DRS, which is very powerful at Qatar, in fairness. Can he go for the movements to turn 1? Yes, he can. Finally gets the moves to stay, but is he going to go back around the outside? No, he launched way too deep to the corner, and he does now concede the place to Dan, who's now in second, and has to push now to close in that gap on Fabian out in front, who gets another 3 seconds. That's big for his race, but Dan also has 6 seconds, so it's not over yet, but at this point in time, it kind of is, to be fair. Europus, meanwhile, has dropped off a cliff in pace because of that puncture he got, and once again, Jan gets 3 seconds. I would not be surprised if Jan gets disqualified at this rate. It's not even halfway through the race. He's got 15 seconds of penalties. Even if Dan does catch Fabian, he'll have older tyres anyway, so it's just going to be an easy overtake for Fabian. So Dan needs to pick up the pace here to make this work. And look at battery that Fabian's saving in the process of doing all this. He's looking comfortable out front here. Dan, however, does have a path middle sector this lap, so pretty quick. Dylan has... Yeah, I think, Dylan, you have 7 lap pressure tyres, so it definitely will... Fabian could afford to push right now and still have you right behind him. Look at that, look at the difference in tyre wear right there. You can see he could go way quicker through that corner than Fabian could. Fabian really struggling for traction at this stage. And then moving along, trying to gain on Fabian out in front, but at this stage, looking like a tall order for Dan to close in that gap to Fabian out in front. Dungo gets another penalty now. But actually there, United now pits to try and undercut Silva for 3rd place. Oh no, he might come out behind Kimi here. This is important for his race to get out in front, and he does. What a spread out race this is, as is often the case at Qatar. Very boring track, I can't lie. But, I don't know about... Yeah. I mean, Hungary as race 1 is also really boring, to be honest. But I guess it saves the better tracks for later. I don't know. Yeah, Jan is not quick. He's pressing, especially. He's not actually fresher tyres than you, by the way. Yeah, he's good this year, I think. But, Dan continues to gain on Fabian up front. But it's pretty level, that gap between the top two. I think as it stands, Fabian would still actually get in front of Dan if he pitted, but just about. Well, Kimi's actually right behind United now in the battle for P5, but of course Kimi's on the soft tyres and probably can't go very far on that stint. United's also going to really struggle to get to the end of the race on those mediums, I can't lie. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a puncture at this rate. He should have gone longer on the hards, to be honest. I don't know if he could, is the thing. Let's see as the race goes on. Kyrgios there in 4th, 12 seconds away from Silva in 3rd. Williams looking to get a podium with Silva Q here today. Christopher on side didn't race because he has good race pace. He did, especially in Hungary. Dylan is closing in drastically here on his teammate in 7th place. At one point, Jan... I think Jan will get to PSGL any day now, to be honest. Really impressive his pace. Next big thing in league racing. It's no need though. We should make a tier 3 for Jan and MPL. You're joking. Anyway. Is Dan pitting again? Asks Shank. He has to, I think. I mean, yeah, Dan, you're gonna... Fabian at this rate will very easily manage to do a one-stop strategy here on the hard medium. Fabian is... Oh, now here comes Fabian to the pit lane. Serve his mandatory pit stop. And that means Dylan is set off on his own to chase after Jan now for P7. And as it stands, is already... Oh, actually, he has 3 seconds more penalties than Jan in front. So it's a battle for P7 between these two. Fabian is serving this penalty. Hold on, mine, it's just a lag spike, what the hell? Anyway, where's Dan going to come out in all this? Is Dan... I think Dan actually might go up behind Fabian. So Dan is going to get past, but only just over Fabian. That is not good for Dan. 7 lap all the tyres, and he's only 6/10 in front of Dan. Or behind, I should say. Fabian right behind Dan, and now Silver pits again. Oh, I ain't even pitted yet. That's crazy. Oh, Silver. Oh, wow. Silver's got a very tall order here if he wants to get back in this field. He's going to be behind Kimi United and his teammate. There's a whole pit stop to make up on these cars behind. But he's on way fresher tyres than a lot of the cars in front. We'll see what he can do. He's out in 6th place. He was P3, now he's P6. But he's not too far back. So an interesting charge to the field could come this way. For Silver now. Fabian there, proving why the one stop is always the best strategy in a 50% race, if you can do it. Also why teamwork helps. I'm going to just say Jan is 50.4 seconds behind Silver. Oh wait, no, he actually is gaining. Oh, and it's because Silver pit, isn't it? Now Dylan's right behind his teammate. If Jan gets overtaken by Dylan here, when Dylan made 2 more pit stops, oh, why does it say that? And he's out of the race. And that is a safety car. There's no fucking way Dan got a safety car there. That was so lucky. Dan pit. Oh my god. And Dylan Gould, as I went onto his onboard, as I have like a random ability. I have this ability to cause someone to crash by looking at them. It's really funny. Europus now. P3. Oh no, double stack. Thankfully there's no one anywhere near them, so there should be a problem. Europus also will pit here. Why is he being so careful? Yo, I just got a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. Oh my god, man. How has he not been disqualified yet? There's a drive-through 15 seconds of penalties. That was a genuine question. And, yeah, Jesus Christ. Jan is very happy with the safety car in DC. I guess he's hoping for a win. Yeah, Kimi, he's on the call by the way. Kimi is in 3rd place. He's got loads of penalties. Okay. Why are you staying out on the softs? Why didn't you just pit? So Kimi on 6 lap old softs, looking to go 10 laps on the softs to the end of the race. That's just not going to happen, let's be real. You may as well just pit now. But even if you do get to the end, you're just gonna be so slow, you'll lose all the positions that you'd lose anyway. You may as well just pit now. Because if you pit now, you'll still be ahead of Jan because he's 53 seconds behind everyone else. Yeah? I mean, you can go side by side, just don't like stay in front and overtake, because then you'll get obviously disqualified. You know, that's what I mean, like, Jan... They're not going to enforce that anyway. No one really enforces it in MPL either. I mean, we should, but you know. Yeah, in fairness. You took him out. Didn't he win F2 Vegas? I swear I'm chosen won Vegas and F2 in both races. They did. Who? Now that's so boring if Dan and Fabian are your teammates. You'll dominate the constructors by like a mile. Like, I wouldn't be able to shit if I had like, I don't know, anyone as a teammate, you know what I mean? Nah, no, you guys would easily beat me and Harry if you were V cars or something. If Devils wins Imola 3 seasons in a row, I might just give up at Imola, honestly. You can, it's only if you... How is the safety car still out? Oh my god. In 3 laps. Jan only just caught up to the field, but now it's so far behind, there's not really much time. He's got a drive-through still to serve, by the way. By the way, Huopis and United could actually still win the race if they just like stay close to Fabian and Dan. Because they are yet to get a penalty. Race 1 was won by UTD 2035, also known as GFGF. He's in MPL as well. He just signed for a V-Club seat in MPL. That's a full-time driver, which is nice, alongside Riley, and he won the first race in Hungary for this season in this league. Beat Fabian until the race win after Fabian's penalty cost him the race victory. And yeah, United looking pretty good. Tomorrow MPL race is at Suzuka. Suzuka, Japan. Suzuka is the race tomorrow in MPL, but anyway, we're restarting actually right now as Dan comes over the line, leads the way from Fabian in second. Already look at that from Huopis, looking to get past Kimi straight away, and he does. He wants that race victory, and he knows he can smell it right in front of him. If he just stays close to Fabian and Dan, he could very well get that race win. Here comes Fabian with the switchback on the inside of Dan off the corner. Is he close enough to try it? He forced Dan to go in deep, and he goes for the switchback on the inside. There's almost contact between the two cars in front. We've seen them battling Qatar before at the start of this race, and now they're battling once again. Great racing out in front between Fabian and Dan. This is great to see. Meanwhile, Silver's battling with Kimi now. He's really struggling on this restart on his old soft tyres. Almost hitting the back of Fabian there is Huopis, who looks really quick on those medium tyres there in the Williams. United looking to get into this fight as well. He can smell a podium as well in front of him. So, this race getting very interesting on the restart. Jan there going past Kimi as well now. Kimi really struggling for grip on the restart. And as I said, he should have pitted for those mediums. Not sure why he didn't. But, still. There goes Kimi with another penalty now. "18 seconds, but he's still going to be ahead of Jan because Jan has to fucking dry through and 18 seconds of penalty to serve." Meanwhile, though, Fabian there could very well get passed down if he really uses his battery right. And we'll see what Hubis can do. He's still very close, and United is too, so a very interesting top four fight here at the front of the field. This race has come alive, much like MPL Qatar. Will Fabian go for the move here on down in turn one? He could have, but he doesn't. There goes United into second place. Although that is for the net race lead as of right now, but they can't afford to squabble too much because they're trying to stay close to the leading cars. But United is into third place now. United, if he can keep this up, will actually win for the second race in a row, which would be big for the championship. A race that he would not have been contending in for very long. Until just now, he's become a contender in this race. Interesting stuff. Oh no, and Fabian gets another 3-second penalty and gets 9 seconds. Actually, Dylan, yeah, can you help Dan? Because that'd also help me beat Fabian, which I kind of need to do because Fabian's my title rival on MPL, I'd say. And Dan as well, to be fair, but still. Yeah, because I'm trying to win Suzuka. I know I can get pole. I can probably win as well, but I think if we can beat Fabian, all three of us, me, you, and Dan, then that would be good for all of our race championships because Fabian is probably the quickest driver in MPL at the moment overall. Well, yeah, but still, Dylan can still do well. Meanwhile, Fabian's going to breeze past Dan for the race lead. He needs to because he's got that extra 3-second penalty. Yeah, the front runners are great for racing. Everyone behind, like, let's say 6th place is terrible, I'm not gonna lie. So just stay out of the midfield. I can't lie, Konzi's crash out is really funny. Like, oh well. He's just a kid though, I can't really be mad at him. He's only young. Lucas did crash. Yeah. 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 Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. You did seem kind of on edge for a bit, but I didn't expect it to spin to be fair. It just came out of nowhere. You look pretty decent. Shemk is finding Konzi's crash out very funny, by the way. He's talking about it in the stream. It's great. Of course, yep. Konzi has been named has named Jan's League the Big Fat Pussy Racing League. I think that's not really a fitting title, but still, you know, quite funny. Chirpis, by the way, did spin out of a position where he could have probably finished on the podium, maybe even won the race, but now has dropped way behind the rest of the field and has no chance. Meanwhile, Kimi's about to get a puncture on the front left, I can tell, because that tyre is fucked. I think he might already have a puncture, I can't tell. United, though, actually, we're still on course to win this race for the second race in a row, which would be something I did not expect going into this race, given the pace he had in qualifying, and also for much of the race, too. Oh no, Fabian's game crashed, and that compounds his issues in this title fight. Where is his... I can't invite him, yeah, he's not in the session. Oh no, Fabian, heartbreak for him. Actually, good for Dan, though. Silver's just overtaking United for 3rd place. Actually, he could still win. Oh, never mind, he can't. He's got the same penalty as Dan. God damn. Oh well. You're not online on my screen. Oh, Kanzi, sorry, Kimi retired. VSC, that's good for Fabian. Fabian, I can't, you're not online on my screen, so I can't invite you. I'm trying to find you, I can't. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Shame your race ended how it did. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Fabian is still in P2, but he's way behind Dan now in the Delta. Still can't see you online. The VSC has ended now. Europe's got a drive-through, that's even worse for his race. He's going to finish behind even Jan now as it stands. Try. I still have yet to see you be online. You're still offline. I can't even see you on my friends list, Fabian. I can't find your name. I know you're on there, obviously, but like I'm trying to find you. I sent you an invite. Something's wrong with Fabian's game, it looks like, and that's going to cost him dearly in this race. United, he very well could have won this race. Now, seeing his chances fall away, he just needs to be patient. He's being impatient here. It's costing him heaps of time to Dan. At this rate, Ashley is not within 6 seconds of Dan, and he would not finish in P1. Fabian has joined. Will he take control of his car? At this stage, though, he's down to P4 at this stage, so this is not good for Fabian's race. But he should take control now. Any second now, at least. But United then needs to gain a fair bit on Dan if he wants to win this race. Unless Dan gets another 3-second penalty like Fabian did. But in fact, Dan doesn't need to push that much to pull away anyway, so I don't think there's any chance of that happening. United they're chasing down Silva where he can. United's pace in the race nowhere near as good as it was last time out in Hungary, but he still could get P2 and finish ahead of Fabian in the race, which would be big for a championship. And he's on course to get P2 in this race anyway. And they're trying what he can to pull away from the cars behind. United, they're trying to get back past his rival Silva in front. He's in all the batch now with 2 laps remaining in the race. Silva's known for late defending. He doesn't defend this time at all. And there goes United back into second. And Kanji just got kicked from the league. Meanwhile, though, United could still win the race, actually, if you can get within 6/10 of Dan more than this. This reminds me of MPL. But this time it's Dan's turn to do the pulling away. United's pace does look slightly less than Dan's at this stage. Very quickly. Oh, he went off and he got a penalty himself! I saw that little slight snapper oversteer cost him dearly in this race, and now his chances of winning have completely gone up in smoke. And that means that Dan has nothing to worry about. Even another penalty now would give the race win at this stage. This is good news for Dan. Actually, well, would it? Just about wouldn't actually, but still. Silva still in this fight. Fabian's back in this fight as well with these 2 cars in front. Still something to watch at least at the end of this race after what has been a very grueling race for the drivers. This race is very boring to watch, I can't lie. This is not an enjoyable league to commentate. There were some good moments, but overall this race was very boring, but I can't expect much this Qatar. Pushing as hard as he can to stay close to Silva. He's going to get another penalty at this rate. He's going to have to track twice this lap as soon as, just while one is on board. Wow, Fabian luckily not getting any warnings from those off-track excursions. Silva there can't quite close in on United there in second place. He's still ahead of Fabian in this race and in the championship. He will still be in front now after this race. Because Fabian has 6 more seconds than United in penalties. Europus, by the way, would still finish, I believe, in P5 because of Jan's 18-second penalty. The Silva there. Silva Q. Right behind Fabian now, chasing down United as well. Goes a little bit deep. He misses the apex a lot, I gotta say. If he didn't do that, he would definitely be standing up front here. But this is the final lap of the race, so Dan is looking to cruise to the win here on debut here at Qatar. His best track on this game, as is evident by his pace today. A great performance, despite his penalties, despite all the drama this race has provided. When he looked to be on the back foot at one stage, he's turned it around with a lucky safety car. VSC, Fabian disconnecting. A lot of things went in his way towards the second half of this race when it all looked like hope was lost. But Dan will come out of the foul sector now. Peter from North is going. Meanwhile, Fabian is right behind United now, on track at least. In about P2, but I think he's not going to be close enough. Fabian now does get another penalty, which costs him another place to silver now. So he's going to be 2 places behind United now in this race. Dan wins the Qatar Grand Prix from United in second, silver in third, and Fabian in fourth with the penalty he got. Crazy. But Jan will finish in P6 because he has a massive. But look how long this is going to take forever for him to get slide. God damn it. Please could you stop the noise? I'm trying to get some rest. Dan, you've had that a few times recently. Baron. Anyway. I hope I get lucky because I'm going to need to win races at this stage. I'm not fastest anymore. You going MPL again? Nice. If he actually races cleanly, he'll be good in the league, I think. I hope he's not like another Brad, which would suck ass, but I doubt it. Schropers finishes out. Goes into sixth. Nice. So there you have it. The Qatar Grand Prix in ERL, EFL, whatever you want to call it. Dan wins from United in second, Silver Q in third, Fabian in fourth, Europe is in fifth, Moneymaker 6th, that's Jan, 7th to Kimi who crashed out, Sochi the done goal, and Conti. And that rounds out the second race of the season. United went from 7th to 2nd, great performance. Crazy race. So United, I think, would still be your championship leader heading into the next race. I don't know what track it is, don't ask me. We'll see you next time, I guess.